She seems definitely more like a berry smoothie kind of girl.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you're gonna make me pick one, so I was thinking creamsicle?
That looks like a good shade. Isn't it moisturizing?
It's delicious.
Such a pretty shade. Yum-y.
I'm your host, Carrie Keagan, coming to you from the 20th floor lobby of VH1 headquarters with Big Morning Buzz correspondent Jason Dundas, Janelle Snowden of VH1 News, and TV expert Brian Moylan. Now, you guys, don't you think my lips look delish?
They look yummy.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, carry on.
Well, some of our favorite TV shows are going on hiatus right now. The Walking Dead, Pretty Little Liars, you know, they just aired their season finales. But there are lots more shows on the horizon, new shows, and, you know, starring some big names. And since Brian's here today, he's going to help us break down who and what's coming up on the tube. It's our 5, 4, 3, 2 TV Buzz. And at number 5, let's talk about Downton Abbey, because everyone else is. A couple of weeks ago, we showed you a clip of Mob Wives star Big Ange rehearsing some lines from the series Saturday Night Live, did their own take on the show. So, Brian, how has the success of Downton Abbey influenced the TV landscape?
Well, we're seeing a lot of copycats now. A lot of period dramas. So ABC is doing a pilot called Gilded Lily, which is about New York City's first luxury hotel in the 1890s, and John Barrowman from Doctor Who is going to be on it, and Blythe Danner, Gwyneth Paltrow's mom, is going to be on it, so that should be fun. And then ITV, which makes Downton Abbey, is doing another show called Mr. Selfridge, which is about the founder of Selfridge's department store, again around the turn of the century, and it stars Jeremy Piven from Entourage, but he's not using a British accent because he's
American in it.
Right, he's an American character, and he was kind of a weird dude. So that should be a cool show too. And you know, ITV hopes to bring it back to America like they did with Downton Abbey.
Can you just explain to me why is this such a big deal, Downton Abbey? What's going on?
It's about a manor house around. It starts when the Titanic sinks, like the beginning of the 20th century, and it's about the rich family that lives there and their servants, and it's very soapy and lots of intrigue and fun stuff like that. So it's kind of like Dynasty, but with the poor people thrown in so we can get our Occupy Wall Street on and not, you know, totally be obsessed with the rich people.
It just feels like it's gone crazy.
Yeah, like worldwide, too.
Yeah, and I thought the same thing before I watched it, and then I watched it. It's on Netflix streaming. You can watch it for free on PBS's website, and I watched the whole thing in one night. It was like totally obsessed. Yeah, it's really worth it.
We're going to have a TV night.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on to number 4. FX's American Horror Story from Ryan Murphy was another huge show this past TV year. Has this started a horror trend as far as what's being developed?
Absolutely, and you know, we've already seen shows like The River on ABC and more horror shows starting, and so we're going to see American Horror Story come back with a whole new story next year, and some of the old actors like Jessica Lange, who won a Golden Globe, and Zachary Quinto are going to be on again, but they're going to be playing whole new characters and a whole new story. So that's a really new way to do television here in America.
But wait, I heard there was a surprise coming.
Yes, Adam Levine from Maroon 5 and The Voice is going to be on.
So cool.
Yes, playing.
Is his acting debut?
Yes, acting debut, and he plays one half a pair of the lovers, they're calling them, and so.
One half.
Exactly.
Who could the other one be?
Exactly. Whoever it might be. So that should be a lot of fun.
And what about 666 Avenue?
666 Park Avenue is a show that's the pilot that's going to be on ABC, starring Vanessa Williams, and she plays the owner of a haunted condo building in New York City. So that should be spooky.
And we have Ripper Street.
Yeah, Ripper Street is going to be on BBC America, and it's about the days after the Jack the Ripper killing. So it's sort of a costume drama and a horror show together.
Okay. Well,
I also heard that David Cronenberg's coming out with one.
David Cronenberg is making a pilot called Knife Man, which is about some crazy scientist, and it doesn't have a home yet, but it's David Cronenberg doing a horror TV show, so that should be a whole crazy thing.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Well, number 3, the reality bubble isn't about to burst anytime soon, but these days it seems like the focus for new shows is less on dating and competition and more on real life. What's influenced this direction? Because I know my favorite show is Storage Wars.
Yes,
I love that show.
And it's shows like Storage Wars and Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars,
And,
that's my show.
and all those shows, it's like very blue collar, working class, and it shows about, you know, making money and having jobs, which, you know, right now in America is very big. So there's going to be a show called The Job.
Isn't having a job always really big?
Having a job
it's kind
is
of a big deal.
It's very big, especially now when not everybody has a job. So we're going to have the show called The Job on CBS. It's a Mark Burnett show who created Survivor, and it's about trying to find your dream job. So I'm not quite sure exactly how this is going to work yet.
I don't need Mark. I already did. Aww. You did too.
And then there's another show that's going to be on.
The duck?
The Duck Dynasty, that's going to be on A&E, and that's about a Bayou family down south, and they became rich making duck calls. And A&E has a...
I find it shocking that someone can get rich making duck calls.
How rich are we talking about? A duck call's like...
Right.
Is that like it?
Apparently, there are enough...
And now Jason's going to be sold as a duck caller
So you
as
duck
well.
call and the duck goes in the air and you push, you shoot it.
You do it again.
That's what happens.
I just wanted to hear you do it again.
How rich from the...
Apparently, they are
They
quite
struck
wealthy. It's a
gold.
$1 million business, yeah. And I guess the cost of living is fairly low in Louisiana. But there are a lot of hunters. I don't know. I don't understand this whole Duck Dynasty thing, but I'm going to watch it because the family seems very colorful.
So it's not like DuckTales, but they've still got the money bit.
Exactly. But, you know,
Okay.
maybe even crazier accents than Scrooge McDuck.
All right, well, let's move along to number 2. Some of our favorite TV stars from the past are coming back next season. Which recognizable faces can we see coming back in new roles?
Speaking of American Horror Story, Connie Britton is going to be on a new show on ABC called Nashville, and she plays sort of a fading country star, and she teams up with Hayden Panettiere from Heroes, who plays a young sort of ingenue country star. They're both going to be singing, so that should be a fun, interesting show.
Can either of them sing?
can
Well, I
Hayden
know
sing?
Hayden can sing. I've heard her.
Apparently, I don't think they'd cast him if they were awful, so fingers crossed for Connie Britton that she can carry a tune.
Go, girl. Cool.
And then Carrie Russell, Felicity herself, is taking another shot at television. She's going to be on a show on FX called The Americans, where she plays a KGB spy living in America during the Cold War.
Ooh.
She's a spy.
Felicity with a gun.
Felicity is a spy. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, she was in Mission Impossible, so maybe it's a good transition for her, but it sounds like a really fun show.
As long as she doesn't cut her hair.
Yes.
And we've got Mandy Moore in a new ABC comedy with Stockard Channing.
Yes, and they play members of a wacky family, so that should be interesting to have the two of them playing off each other.
And what about my TV mom, Felicia Rashad, and Tempest Bledsoe? The Cosby family is coming back to TV.
Tempest Bledsoe is going to be on an NBC pilot about men who are crazy 30-something fathers. And then Felicia Rashad, speaking of horror shows, is on a show called Do No Harm, which is a modern take on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. She plays a surgeon in a hospital.
Go, Mrs. Huxtable.
Exactly. So she's switching roles with Cliff. She's the surgeon now this time. I like
Nice.
that. So happy she's back on TV. Love her.
Okay, guys, well, the TV trend with the most buzz is the movie stars trading in the big screen for the small screen, and a lot of huge stars are headed for TV projects. So, Brian, who's making the jump to the TV format? And why is TV so appealing for big movie star actors?
Well, I think right now, TV, there are a lot of really juicy roles, especially for women of a certain age where the movie roles might be drying up. They can get really good, juicy roles on television. And so the newest one coming to television, which I'm very excited about, is Sigourney Weaver is going to be on a show on USA.
I can't believe she's doing TV.
I know,
It's great.
but it sounds amazing. She plays a former First Lady who's now Secretary of State, much like Hillary Clinton, and there's a journalist who's out to destroy her life. So hopefully there'll be some good lady fights.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Well, Brian, thanks for joining us. And guys, that's our 5432 TV buzz.
Nice. Thanks, everybody. All right, you folks at home can follow Brian on Twitter at Brian J. Moylan. Now, up next, superstar wrestler Chris Jericho brings us into the ring. Jericho, get out of here.
Big Morning Buzz is sponsored by AT&T. Get it faster with 4G. Rethink possible. And by new Revlon Color Burst Lip Butter.
We're pressed for time, so here it is. I'm looking for the one. Kids, house, the whole domestic thing, you know?
What does your relationship status say? Never getting married?
That was the old
Was
me.
you updated it 15 minutes ago?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that was before I met you.
Favorite pickup line, nothing mattered before I met you.
Oh, that's... Why did I...
Only AT&T's 4G network lets your iPhone download 3 times faster. AT&T.
You. Colorful, soft, and totally irresistible. Your lip butter? Likewise.
New Revlon Color Burst Lip Butter. A hydrating buttery balm for baby soft lips in 20 shiny colors.
Now from Nivea, new Extended Moisture Body Lotion. Extremely dry skin can't hold you back. Uncover more touchable skin with a Nivea Breakthrough. The first 48-hour moisturizing relief formula with Hydra IQ and Pro Vitamin B5 in the light, non-greasy lotion. Love your skin. Show it. Share it. New Extended Moisture from Nivea. Touch and be touched. Now bring the world of touch closer. Join our Million Moments of Touch movement and be entered in Nivea's daily date night sweepstakes.
Hey, did you know that there are thousands of people from all over who are lowering their car insurance payments by insuring with the General? It's true. You can get insured for as little as $39 a month and get instant proof of insurance. The General has lots of discounts to save you money. Just go to thegeneral.com or call for a free quote.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
It's back by popular demand. Outback special sirloin and lobster tails. But you better hurry in because for a limited time only, we're bringing back our signature sirloin and lobster tail for just $14.99. It's always fresh in the Outback.
He was a 21st century global nomad. Home was an airport lounge and an iPad. Made sure his credit score did not go bad with a free creditscore.com app that he had. Downloaded it in the Himalayas while meditating like a true player. Now when he's surfing down in Chalaya, he can see when his score is in danger. If you're a mobile type on the go, I suggest you take a tip from my bro. You download the app that lets you know at freecreditscore.com.
Offer applies with enrollment in freecreditscore.com.
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute!
And we're ready.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Hunger Games. Rated PG-13. In theaters and IMAX tomorrow.
Attention women taking Yaz, Yasmin, or Ocella. Reports show Yaz, Yasmin, and Ocella may increase a woman's risk of blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes. A 2011 FDA panel determined the warning label was inadequate. If you or a loved one suffered a blood clot, heart attack, stroke, or other serious injury while taking Yaz, Yasmin, or Ocella, call 1-800-BAD-DRUG for a free consultation. You may be entitled to compensation for your injuries. Call 1-800-BAD-DRUG now.
Welcome back. Our next guest calls himself the best in the world at everything he does. He's a WWE superstar. He's an actor, a rock star, and Dancing with the Stars alum. Please welcome Chris Jericho! What's up? Hi. Come on in.
I wish you would follow me around and say that introduction everywhere I go. It's
Chris
pretty impressive.
Jericho!
Yes. A rock star, dancer, Dancing with the Stars alumni. Has a bake sale down the street next week. It's like I got everything going on.
You are a busy man, and you literally have held every hat possible, I think.
I have a couple hats in the back that I wear just for fun. Yeah, fedora,
and berets.
Exactly. One of those big Shirley Temple floppy hats, which are nice on a nice, lovely New York City day.
It is nice outside today.
It is, and it's nice inside here. I'm glad I'm finally on the show. I've been waiting for a long time. I've been hanging out outside, petitioning to be on the show with a big sign. People
that's
walking
how
past
you
me.
got inside?
Yeah, basically I just snuck in behind Tom Cruise because he went down the road. I just came in this way. So it was perfect.
Well, we have a ton of fans in the audience today.
I can see,
a
look at them
lot
all.
of WrestleMania happening inside here. Yeah. What do we call them? Jeraholics?
Jericaholics is what my fans were called when I was a good guy, but now that I'm a bad guy, I don't really have too many fans.
Oh, well, you still have a few here,
They're
so don't worry.
recovering Jericaholics.
They are all on the 12-step program.
They have.
Is there a way to get over an addiction to you? Is there?
Oh,
really?
of course not. Never. How could you get over this, right?
You shouldn't have to. It should be illegal to have to do that.
Yeah.
Now, you used to call yourself the Ayatollah of rock and rolla.
Yeah, it's funny because I went through this phase where, I mean, when you are wrestling every week for 52 weeks out of the year, you want to keep things current, keep things fresh. So I would always go, if I saw something that was cool in a movie, like Ayatollah Rock and Roll is totally from The Road Warrior.
Oh, right.
So I took it from that. The weird thing is, though, we've been to Iraq like 3 times. I just came back from Abu Dhabi. And I'm wondering, like, am I allowed to call myself the Ayatollah of rock and roll when I'm actually in the Middle East? Or will that cause me to get assassinated or kidnapped or whatever?
You have to be very careful.
The politically correctness of being called the Ayatollah is just too hard, so I had to kind of put that one in mothballs.
At least for the time being.
For now. Today, here in the United States, where freedom is king, I can be the Ayatollah. Once again, I am once again the Ayatollah of rock and roll.
You heard it
today.
here. And
Yes.
I mean, I am a huge rock fan. You were telling me earlier that you're a huge rock fan.
Absolutely, of course. Absolutely.
He watched me on
I
Fantasy
did.
Camp
I had
Rock
all her
and Roll,
posters
so.
on my wall. I was hoping to get your autograph someday.
Oh my God, me? For
yeah,
real?
maybe
I
after
will totally
we can
sign
do it.
your chest.
Thank you. Perfect.
How often do you
I
get
got
that?
Paul Stanley on one side. You can sign the other.
That is the best 1-2 punch ever.
Hello.
Oh my God. All right, now let's talk about why you're here. Because WrestleMania 28 happens in Miami next Sunday.
Yeah, April 1st, next Sunday. That's
Now, you look extremely focused, but your opponent, on the other hand, CM Punk, he's like on Twitter, talking all kinds of smack to Chris Brown.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you know, the most important thing for wrestling is it's show business, right? So you want to tell a very intriguing storyline to get there. And obviously, too, I play a character on this show because I did something a couple weeks ago and people were throwing rocks at my car when I left the arena in Cleveland, those crazy Clevelanders and their throwing of rocks.
It was the rock and rolla thing.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what that
right
was.
back. These guys told give them rocks as a present. So I mean, people get really into what we're doing, and you have to really drop into it and become this character and feel this character. So that's why I'm always really focused, even when I'm not in that venue. I'm still always thinking about how can I make this the best match I can make it? How can I tell the best story possible to intrigue people? Because if you don't have a good storyline, then it's just a couple of half-naked guys slathered in oil rolling around in their underwear, which is not a bad thing.
I don't really see the problem.
It's not a bad. I don't either. You could get paid a lot of money on the interweb to do stuff like that.
Yes, you can.
So, but yeah, you want to try and make it the best possible entertainment, best possible story you can for everybody that's going to see it.
All right, well, you also put on a good show. You have, like, the most amazing entrance ever. And we have a clip of it, so we need to take a
Roll
look.
the clip.
It reminds me of the light bright. Weighing 226 pounds.
We get the timing off because what you want is like the lights to go off, and then I have this crazy jacket with all these lights that makes me look like a giant light bright.
Which you obviously stole from Gaga.
Well, actually, I didn't steal. I actually got the idea from Alicia Keys.
Oh,
so maybe
look
she
at
should
you.
take that up with Gaga.
Apparently.
We should have that's WrestleMania next year. You could have Gaga versus Keys for
We
the
could have the
ownership
diva
of the lit up
match.
jacket. Right, exactly. With my jacket at stake.
That would be so
And
hot.
people like that jacket more than me. Like everyone was like, "Where's the jacket?" Like whenever you go through airport security, I have to take that with me as a carry-on because it's pretty unique. I don't want anybody to steal it. So every time, you know, you put the case through the thing, and it's like, "What do you got in there?" It's got lights and wires and metal and leather. What is that? And it's like, well, it's a jacket. It's like, why do you have a jacket like that? And they want to take it out. Jay, look at this, Johnny. Look at this jacket. It lights up. And it's like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
And of course, on the box it says Ayatollah, which completely
This is
throws
even
everything
completely
off.
screwed. I spent hours in detention last week. Yeah, so you don't want to be called the Ayatollah with wires
In
and
your
little
suitcase.
packs in your suitcase. Exactly.
Absolutely not.
So,
All right, before we let you go, we wanted to talk to you about some of our favorite WWE divas.
Okay.
We're going to do a game, though. We're going to call it...
What is the game called, Carrie?
Diva or Leva.
Wow, interesting play on words.
Now,
Very
this
nice.
is basically, we think there should be some new candidates for
Okay.
the divas. And,
All right,
and so
let's
we're
see
going
what
to
we
show you
got.
some pictures and you show me what... Okay, so first one we have Lindsay Lohan.
Okay, well, she could do kind of like a convict type of a gimmick.
Right?
She
Maybe
doesn't-
she's a bad guy.
Yeah, obviously, or she could be the misunderstood good guy, but the point is she doesn't need a costume. She's already got the yellow jumpsuit, and when she gets in trouble, she takes off the the lock system on her leg, hits people over the head with it, then puts it back on her leg. Looks, I got the lock system. You saw it when I came in. So she could use that as a foreign object. So she has some potential.
She's like, I never left. I never left.
Exactly.
Madonna is the next one. she's already got the guns.
She does. She's actually probably in better shape than I am right now. More cuts and definition, probably some acrobatics. I saw the Super Bowl. She had that crazy guy jumping on the string. Maybe that could be her mascot or her manager.
Perfect idea.
So you got that in there.
Okay, so Madonna, definitely a diva. Then we have one of my favorites, Big Ange from Mob Wives.
Right. What's underneath that fur coat, Big Ange? I was wondering. I mean, she's
already got the name.
She does, Big Ange. I mean, she's big. She's perfect for wrestling. She's got those big, giant lips, too. So, you know, anytime you get big lips, it's always good.
Is that somehow going to be her, like,
it could be,
superpower? Is her lips?
Yeah, well, the thing is, that could be her, like, you need a trademark, so that could be put on a T-shirt.
Right.
Like the Rolling Stones, lips and tongue, but without the tongue. We don't want Mick on our case for suing us. So you just put the big lips on a shirt, on hats, mugs, you know, condoms, pinball machines, whatever. We've already got the marketing plan for Big Ange.
Nice. Now we have Katy Perry is next, and she seems to have the outfit already as well.
Katy should be a diva. She's just for me.
Oh, yes. It's a personal
I love
diva.
Katy Perry. Yeah,
everybody loves Katy.
She's amazing.
Now we have this one. This one's a little bit of... Yeah, that one's me.
How was that you?
I thought maybe I could be, you know, a diva.
That was before beach season last year. I think she's obviously been on the cavewoman diet.
We need to be a little fair to say that at least was my face.
Okay, yeah, that was just a disclaimer. We can run it on the bottom. That was not Carrie's real body.
Thank God.
You can put that in the post.
Thank you very much.
Not
He said
Carrie's
it.
real body.
It was quite a thing.
That's
the hair.
the thing. Back in like the earlier days, the women wrestlers were like frumpy, and they wore like kind of like those old 1940s bathing suits. Now they're all like hot models and swimsuit models and stuff. So there has been a change. So you could fit in this world, because you don't have a body like that. You wouldn't have made it in the 40s. Forget it.
All right, thanks
But
for
nowadays, there is a chance for you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, I'm so excited. Thank you guys. Now you're going to kick me out again. I have to go on the street and hold up my sign.
We're kicking you out. WrestleMania 28 is coming at you from Miami Sunday, April 1st, live on pay-per-view.
Yes.
All right, up next, we're scarfing down some gourmet donuts in very surprising flavors. Stay tuned. You know you don't eat donuts anymore.
Candy apple.
I'm here at Walmart with Tiffany, who drives around town looking for low prices. That burns a lot of gas.
Yep.
Want to see if this Walmart low price guarantee can help you out with that?
Okay.
Every week they lower thousands of prices and check over 30,000 competitor prices. Check out that low price. You want to grab one?
Grab two.
What happens if she does find a lower advertised price somewhere else?
I'll match it right here.
So what'd you learn today?
Every dollar counts, and now I get to bring more home to my family.
That's the Walmart low price guarantee. See for yourself how much it can save you.
Twizzlers, the twist you can't resist.
Would you ever pick your style off a salon wall? Not in a million years. Inspired by all who challenge the same old thing comes Gain Icy Fresh Fizz and other scents that are, like you, anything but ordinary.
Can Febreze Set and Refresh make even this place smell fresh?
What do you smell?
Takes me outdoors, sort of a crisp, fresh feeling.
Go ahead and take your blindfold off.
The Febreze Set and Refresh. Breathe happy for 30 days, guaranteed.
Did you know that used iPhones and Androids are in high demand? And usell.com has top-rated buyers fighting to buy them right now. You can get $164 for an HTC Thunderbolt, up to $200 for a BlackBerry Bold, over $300 for a Samsung Galaxy S2, and nearly $400 for a used iPhone. That's more than you just paid for your new smartphone. Used phones lose value every day, and if your phone is sitting in a drawer somewhere, it's worth exactly zero. So don't wait. Go to usell.com and turn your old smartphone into cash. It's faster than placing an ad, easier than babysitting an auction, and way safer than meeting a stranger face-to-face. At usell.com, you can instantly find out what your phone is worth and get paid for it. Just tell us a little bit about your phone. And remember, phones in all conditions can be worth something, even broken phones. So don't let your old phone collect dust when you could be collecting cash. Go to usell.com today and find out how much your old phone is really worth. Quick search, more choice.
A granola bar that makes your heart skip a beat. A snack that loves you back.
tonight after Idol on Fox.
Mr. Green?
Yeah.
Want my Downy Unstoppables? Laundry smells good for a long time.
Okay. Hey, kid.
No thanks, Moon Joe.
Welcome back, everybody. My next guest heard the phrase, "It's time to make the donuts," and he just got busy. Maxim magazine named his creme brulee donut one of the 10 best donuts in America. Hello. Please welcome the owner of the donut plant right here in New York City, Mark Israel. So donuts are probably my favorite thing on the planet. To me, there is no such thing as a bad donut. Is that why you decided to do this?
Well, nobody was doing this 18 years ago, so it was like a horizon that was open to me. So I took all my creativity and put it on the donut.
Oh, thank God for you.
Oh.
Now, I heard that you started in your, was it grandfather's basement? Is that what?
No, it's my grandfather's basement. My grandfather's recipe in my basement.
In your basement?
Right.
Oh, and how did that all come together?
Well, I'd been working at other people's bakeries and restaurants, and then I took my grandfather's recipe and kind of went into business for myself.
Easy.
Yeah, and just kind of put my own spin on what he was doing.
If only all of us could be that crafty.
Yeah, crafty.
Now, I know that you have some amazing donuts, but before we get to that, I want to know how to make some donuts. So can you please? We have this giant thing of dough
Yeah,
here, which you're not going to tell us what's in it, are you? Because that's special.
Well, I mean, all these things are special. Okay. So what I do, we have this proof dough.
You take your tiny little rolling pin.
Yeah, this is old school. We have a sheeter at the bakery, okay? So this is like...
And it weighs about 4,000 pounds.
Yeah, it is heavy. It is heavy. So we're going to roll it out to about, about 3/4 of an inch thick. And then I'm going to cut them out, and then I'm going to let you cut out some donuts yourself, okay? All right, that looks
Is it very tricky?
It's not tricky. I mean, everything's a technique, I mean...
Show me.
Okay, I'll show you.
This is how we do donuts, gangsta style.
Okay, so it's almost like turning the handle of a door, okay? You just like kind of pop it out like that.
Oh, look how perfect that comes out.
Yeah, like little pillows here.
And then you're left with these little nuggets.
Yeah.
And what do you do with them?
Well, if they were bigger, we call them dough seeds. That's one of our new products, dough seeds.
Dough seeds, I love that. Oh, wait, Jason wants to catch one.
Wow.
He actually caught that in his mouth. There you go. Now, once these are cut out, let me try one. Once these are cut out, then you bake them, you fry them, right? You're a fry guy only?
Well, they have to rise again, and then we fry them, yeah. All donuts are fried.
How's my technique?
Pretty good.
Oh,
wow.
But I didn't pop it, though.
Well, that's great. Okay.
Nice. And then once we fry them, then we glaze them, right?
Right. We have like a...
Let's show some beautiful ones that are done.
Okay. These are already fried at the bakery.
And when we arrive, dun, dun, dun. I just wanted to be close to the donuts.
Wow. Okay, so then we glaze them.
Oh my God, they smell so good too.
Okay, these are gloves for you.
Thank you.
Okay, and this for me. So we fry them in the fryer, and then they cool down, and then we're gonna glaze them.
Is this so I don't lick my fingers in between each one?
Well, so it's clean, everything clean.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So this is glaze that I made at the bakery. It's made with fresh organic strawberries and sugar.
I can't help myself, sorry.
So the color and...
That's very good. Oh my God, it's like fresh strawberries.
Yeah. The color and the flavor comes only from the strawberries. So.
Okay, what do we do here? We grab and dunk?
Yeah.
Is that the point?
Yeah, let them float on the top.
Dink.
And then what you're going to do is... Yeah, it's like floating on there. It's got a lot of air. So take your hand like it's like a spoon, and then just kind of spoon it over like that. Okay?
Ooh, that's for real. You're not joking around with just the top. You get the whole thing in there.
Yeah, immersion.
Oh, good finger technique. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, finger in the hole. Okay.
I want to try one. You know I have to try one.
Okay.
Can I make a mess? Is that wrong?
Yeah, it's totally. It's all about having fun.
Stick it in there. And then we cover... Oh, I didn't get big enough hands.
Wow.
There we go. How about that?
Right.
And then...
Finger in the hole.
We make a mess.
Wow.
Okay. It looks really bad, but it tastes great. But we need to talk about one of your other famous ones, the tres leches one.
Tres leche, yeah. That's
Tell
a cake.
me all about that.
That's actually a cake donut. It's this one right here. It's there's cake donuts and there's yeast donuts. Wow.
What do I do?
Okay. You want to do some more? Or you...
Yeah.
Okay.
You want them? It's really good.
Wow. That's tasting better off your finger.
Yeah, what do we do? I really am making a mess over here.
Okay, so this is the tres leche where you're asking about. It's got 3 kinds of sweet milk inside, you know, injected into it.
There actually is some, it's like cream or something in the middle. Beautiful. Now, I was also hearing about your creme brulee one.
Yeah, that's kind of our signature donut. That's this one right here. I was going to do some over here, but they said I couldn't torch in here, so.
You know I got to eat that. Okay. I don't even care. Did you talk about it? I'll eat.
So this is the torched on the top, and then inside's got a vanilla bean custard inside.
Are you kidding me?
That's really good, right?
This is the greatest thing I've ever put in my mouth. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Wow. I don't even want to get past this, but you have other ones. You have like peanut butter and jelly and stuff?
Yeah, this is a peanut butter and jelly. It's a square donut, you know. And what it is we have a machine that injects it in, so there's jelly like in every bite.
I heard you invented that machine.
Right. Everything here is original.
How are you not 800 pounds?
Well, I swim and I do yoga. Okay. You know? And we make our own jam.
Oh, I have to try that one too. Jason, do you want to try these? Because I feel like I shouldn't be alone.
Wait, so when I was younger and I grew up in Australia, my family didn't have much money, and the only sweet my mum would buy me once a week was a pineapple donut.
Wow, and I have a pineapple donut.
And you have one which I saw before, so I'm going to steal the pineapple donut. Oh, yeah.
It's got fresh pineapple.
Oh, it's a real pineapple.
All right, so you guys, for more information on the donut plant, you have to visit donutplant.com because you want to, I promise. Up next, we have VH1's very own funny lady, Stevie Ryan, right? She's hanging out in the Revlon Green Room. But first, here's Hate It or Love It from The Game. The premiere of his Behind the Music special airs tonight at 9 p.m. right here on VH1.
That's the true meaning of a ghost rider. 10 G's to take it.
Vitamin B5 in the light, non-greasy lotion. Love your skin. Show it. Share it. New Extended Moisture from Nivea. Touch and be touched. Now bring the world a touch closer. Join our Million Moments of Touch movement and be entered in Nivea's daily date night sweepstakes.
My name is Nicole, and I like to impress. Impress Press-On Manicure, the revolutionary new way to apply polish. Just peel off, press on, and pow. No drying, a killer shine. Impress Press-On Manicure.
Welcome back, everybody. Our next guest went from YouTube sensation to starring on her very own sketch comedy show, Stevie TV, right here on VH1. Take a look.
Are you tired of working that same boring job and barely paying your bills? I'm Paris Hilton, and I wouldn't know what that's like. One thing that I do know about is texting, and that's why I'm proud to endorse Florida Community Text Messaging University College.
Please welcome Stevie Ryan. Well, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Come on in.
Oh no, this chair's high and this dress is high too.
Oh no, you're not to...
Hold on.
Censor.
Thank you.
There you go.
Wait.
Turn sideways. Come to me. Put your feet up on our shoe cam to show us the goods. What are
my
they?
foot is all red
What
and
happened?
like the
What'd
day.
you do?
New York is what happened to my foot.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't walk as much when you live in LA, and all of a sudden you come to New York and it's crazy time.
You don't walk at all in LA. In fact, you just sit in traffic for days. But I like New York for that reason, because then I feel like I get some exercise. I don't feel as lazy.
Totally. You don't have to be a hamster on that wheel. You can actually get out and like smell air and people.
Exactly.
And sometimes it smells really bad.
Sometimes, most of the time it smells really bad.
Yeah.
Especially over by the Occupy Wall Street area.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that was great.
But I saw, we actually like walked by it last night before it went crazy, and it was so cool and weird walking through there. I was like, wow. New York's beautiful.
It is.
But,
and you're going to get a little bit of history while you're here.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, tell everybody about your show. Now, you started on YouTube, but like so did Justin Bieber, so I feel like you two guys are like kindred spirits.
We are.
Yeah. And then you do a sketch of him.
I do. I have
a lot of bit.
Yes, we have a few Justin Bieber sketches, actually.
Why is he so fun to do? Why is he the one?
Well, I mean, I don't know why he's so fun to do, but I like doing Justin Bieber because whenever I do Justin Bieber, well, actually, it's my favorite to do because whenever I do Justin Bieber, like, everyone wants to hook up with me all of a sudden, like, guys and girls, which is interesting. Like, anytime I'm like in the scene with an actress, it's like the actress is always really like I feel like, oh, like, wait a minute, I got mad game right now, what is up? And then the boys, though, are like, dude, I don't know what it is, but like, you're so hot as Justin Bieber. My ex-boyfriend,
so awkward.
like, loved it. He would be like, oh my God, you're so hot. Even my editors, like, that edited the bit, they're like, dude, not to be weird or anything, but you're kind of hot as Justin Bieber. And I'm like, I can date anyone. I can't get a date as myself, but as Justin Bieber,
hey, you know what? Work it if you got it, then,
exactly.
babes.
Exactly.
That is so disturbing. I wonder if he gets the same when he tries to do you.
Oh!
Right?
We'll have to find out. We'll have to ask him.
All right, who else do you do on the show? You've pretty much covered everybody. Give her all your favorites.
We do Kim Kardashian, of course. We have Katy Perry. Lady Gaga is one of my favorites because we have such awesome outfits for Lady Gaga. Oh man, you're asking me questions.
Well, you have my favorite. You do Drita from Love Lives.
Yes, that's obviously my favorite, and that's actually I just met Drita recently, and I was terrified. Like, I wasn't terrified, but I was like, the one person that will probably knock me out and successfully knock me out would be Drita.
Yes.
And she was so awesome and just such a good sport about it, and she just loves the show, and she was really, really nice to me, and I really appreciate it.
And I've seen you guys tweeting back and forth, and I'm friends with Drita as well, and I know that she found that whole thing to be hilarious.
Yes. We're slightly in love, or at least I am.
That's sexy and weird and awesome.
Maybe she'll hook up with me if I dress like Justin Bieber. You never know, right?
Try it. She's looking for a man.
Yeah, she's single. So there you
Okay,
go.
now we have
Done.
something to talk about, right?
Done.
All right, who is like your latest pop culture obsession? Somebody that you're going to start doing now?
Okay, well, I have a few. Obviously, I love Bethany Frankel, but I have a new obsession.
She was just on the show.
Oh, was she?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I think she's so cute. I love her. And I would like to play her. But my latest one is The Shaws of Sunset. Have you watched this?
Yes. I love that you just said
I like want to fall over in this chair and just be like, brr, like.
But then I would have to cover things.
Yes, you would.
So don't do that.
I do have booty shorts on, so, but you would protect me anyway. But no, The Shaws of Sunset was something that I definitely now am thinking about.
So is that going to be like episode 4? Can we look forward to
it's not
little
going to be
bit
in
of this?
episode 4, but it will be in one episode coming up.
You
I'm not
promise?
sure which one.
Pinky swears
It's a little sweaty. I'm sorry. It's a little sweaty.
Ew. Okay. What has been your biggest OMFG moment so far?
When we came here to New York, and we checked into our hotel and literally walked around the block, and there was this huge Videotron of the promo playing in Times Square, and I was like, what is this? And I was just like, oh my gosh, I went from this little tiny computer screen on my laptop to like this giant screen in Times Square, and I was just like, this is freaking awesome, and I had to tweet a video of it,
and that's what you're looking at right now. That was your video, right?
I missed it. I missed my own video. Dang it.
Awesomely huge.
Yes, it's so big.
There you are. There you are again. And that's Gaga.
Oh, yeah. That's me doing jumping jacks. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my God,
I'm just screaming.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I'm in Times Square.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Nice.
So, but also, yeah, just every time, you know, anyone mentions the show, it's a oh my God moment for me.
Did anybody notice that it was you jumping around in front of your own billboard?
No, but last night, my assistant and I, we had a few glasses of wine, and we decided we had to just go and watch it 8,000 times anyway at 1 in the morning. And even though we had to be up at 4 in the morning, and my assistant was like, this is Stevie from Stevie TV. And then we had a crowd of people that would not leave us alone, and
Awesome.
I ended up getting groped by somebody, and it was a whole disaster.
So it's because of you that I couldn't sleep. Thank you so much. That mound of people screaming and yelling. It was all you.
It was Lauren.
Well, thank you for that. And thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. All right, Stevie TV airs Sundays at 11 p.m. right here on VH1. Now, up next, we have movie guru Josh Horowitz. He's here to talk about what else? The Hunger Games. Plus, he's got an exclusive with the stars Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson. Don't move.
We're pressed for time, so here it is. I'm looking for the one. Kids, house, the whole domestic thing, you know?
Why does your relationship status say never getting married?
That was the old me.
Because you updated it 15 minutes ago?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that was before I met you.
Favorite pickup line, nothing mattered before I met you.
Oh, that's... Why did I?
Only AT&T's 4G network lets your iPhone download 3 times faster. AT&T.
After years of hearing this.
Sorry, Charlie.
Now with our Flavor Fresh pouch, it's time for a little thanks.
Thanks, Charlie, for a healthy, guilt-free alternative.
Enjoy the Star-Kissed Flavor Fresh pouch, anytime, anywhere.
Thanks, Charlie.
Tell them Charlie sent you.
You want hair this luxurious? Stop. Stop using harsh shampoos. New Evercreme, L'Oreal's first 100% sulfate-free moisture system, deeply nourishes for a new kind of softness you can feel.
It's my best hair ever.
New Evercreme from L'Oreal.
I love being under house arrest. What do I get for good behavior?
When I get terrible congestion from my allergies, I power through with the power of Claritin D.
When my sinus pressure is at its worst, I've got the best decongestant, Claritin D.
When it all hits, nasal congestion and sinus pressure, all I need is non-drowsy Claritin D.
Nothing relieves allergy congestion faster. Get Claritin D at the pharmacy counter. Live Claritin Clear.
Can Febreze Set and Refresh make even this place smell fresh?
What do you smell?
Takes me outdoors, sort of a crisp, fresh feeling.
Go ahead and take your blindfold off.
The Febreze Set and Refresh. Breathe happy for 30 days, guaranteed.
Welcome back, everybody. At midnight tonight, The Hunger Games comes out. So here to join in on my Hunger Game mania is the movie man himself from MTV News, Josh Horowitz.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Always nice to have you, Josh. Look how excited you look. Really?
Are we on right now? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, this is awesome.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so there's obviously so much hype about the Hunger Games, but there's still a lot of people that don't really know what the Hunger Games is all about. So I was hoping that
I call those people losers.
Oh, okay.
No.
So for the losers in the family, could you please, in 30 seconds or less, describe the Hunger Games, please?
No, why are we doing this? Okay, in 30 seconds or less, post-apocalyptic world, oppressive society, there are 24 tributes. There are teenagers that have to kill each other for the amusement of the people lording over the society. We have Katniss Everdeen. She's your teenage hero, played by Jennifer Lawrence. She goes into the Hunger Games. She maybe has a love interest, Peeta, played by Josh Hutcherson, but there's a guy at home named Gale, played by Liam Hemsworth. There's a lot of blood. There's excitement. It's PG-13, fun for the whole family.
30 seconds is up. That was fabulous.
That was better than I expected to do.
Yeah, I think you actually know what you're talking about.
Kinda.
I tested you. Now, you actually talked to a couple of the stars, didn't you? You did that little yes-no thing that you do so well.
I've been spending way too much time with this cast.
Oh, yeah. I know. Let's take a look. No, this is him with Jennifer, right? Yes.
Hunger Games versus Twilight. You kick Twilight's teeth in, right?
I
don't think so.
No.
How could we be a
vampire? I can't do that.
Hutch
Would you say you're dreamier than Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
No. No, he's British.
Yes.
He's British.
But you sound like a hick sometimes.
And that's attractive?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got an accent.
You love them!
I do love them. They're really adorable.
They
but
are really
I feel
cute.
like I violated the cardinal rule, though, because I compared Twilight and Hunger Games, which...
Well, yeah, we need to talk about that. Because, okay, what's the whole take on it? Because they don't like it when you compare.
No, if you say that, like, honestly, if you say that Twilight fans get enraged and Hunger Games fans get enraged, because they really, I mean, there are points of comparison. There's kind of, sort of, a love triangle, but really Katniss in the Hunger Games is more about surviving and just, like, getting through it than worrying about two dudes. But, you know, it's an easy thing for folks to
Well,
kind of...
it's the same audience.
It's the same audience. It's YA. It's based on a very popular book series. Hunger Games is 3 books. But it's different. It's a different audience. Hunger Games, if anything, has a wider audience because it gets the teenage girls, but the guys, there's plenty in there for the guys, too, frankly. It's a big action film, too.
All right, well, I guess this would be the moment of truth then, right? We get to tell everybody what we thought?
Yeah, okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
You go first.
Okay, I liked it. There we go.
Dun, dun, dun!
That's it. Bye, guys. No, I really did like it. I went in with very high expectations, frankly, because I read the book. I really like Gary Ross directed it, who did like Pleasantville, and he wrote Dave. He's a really great filmmaker. So I liked it. I liked 2/3 of it, kind of. Basically, the first third of the film is in District 12. It's kind of like the rundown, kind of Depression-era kind of town. That stuff's really cool. I like the end part in the arena when it gets really intense. It's the middle stuff in the Capitol that I have a little problem with. It's a little like, it's almost like Wizard of Oz land. And
yeah, but that's where everyone looks fabulous.
Fabulous? I don't know, or crazy.
That's where Lenny has gold eyeliner.
Yeah,
he
wears that anyway.
That's for the girls, so they can enjoy the fashion.
Okay.
And the American Idol of it all.
Yeah.
And then you get into the Running Man, one-two punch of the whole thing as well, and that's kind of where I felt. I liked it too. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a little long.
Right.
And I wanted a little bit more action, but it is fun and it is violent.
And it's very faithful to the book. And you say violent. It's PG-13, but it doesn't pull punches. Like I feel like you get what you want. If you've read the books and you're worried if they're going to really pull off the violence you read, it's in there. It's just you don't see the blood.
It's cool. It goes for guys and girls, and I think it hits its audience perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, the people that it's going to work for, it's going to be huge because it works for the people that have read the book, but also if you go in blind, Gary Ross sets up the world really well, and I mean, there's a lot there. Jennifer Lawrence is great. The cast is, they really cast this one well from top to bottom.
Sure. She's really good, isn't she?
She's kind of good.
She's kind of nominated for stuff. Yeah, she's kind of great.
She's kind of awesome. And people were really worried when she was cast. Like, is she, you know, too blonde, too kind of like Hollywood?
Too blonde.
No, because
you're right. Yeah.
Because Katniss is kind of like.
I get that all the time.
You are too blonde. But she did great. She's awesome in it.
All right, so obviously we would do a box office bet at this point, but we already know who's going to win, so let's do numbers.
You're not going to go with the Lorax again?
I could. Last time, I won by voting on the Lorax, yes.
Shut up.
Right now,
Shut up.
I hold the title for box office queen. Thank you very much. Next time you could be box office queen, but we'll see.
One day.
What's your number? Please, what's your number?
I'm going to go with the ginormous number of $120 million. Everybody's going to see this movie.
120.
Yep.
And it pre-sold like 1 million tickets, and I mean, it's doing huge. Here's where my dilemma is. Because it's violent and because it's not Twilight where like all the girls were going to run out and go, I'm baffled right now about where it's going to land. So I'm going to pull a numbers game with you. I'm going to do a little Prices Right. And I'm going to say $1. I'm going to go $1 because...
No, but that doesn't work.
Yes, it does, because I'm going to go up without going over.
We never went over. I'm realizing now we never really went over the rules of this. If I had known that.
Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. My real bet is $1. I can do another bet, and I will say $1.15. I don't know that it's going to overperform like the Lorax did. That's where I stand, and I'm sticking to it.
On your cockamamie rules, you can do 2 bets. You can do $1. Whatever. It's your show. This is my last appearance. Goodbye, everybody.
See you later, Josh. Nice knowing you. All right. So anyway, those of you that are not buying into the Hunger Games craze, there's a whole lot of Oscar movies that were recently put out on DVD and Blu-ray. So what flicks are we talking about, baby?
There's a lot out there right now because, you know, it's a...
Make it good because it's the last time we see you.
Exactly. So, okay, Let's see. You can do Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I know we talked about that.
Excellent
We
film,
both really like that. David Fincher. You can see, what I would recommend is watching that on a double bill with The Muppets, because that's a perfect double feature right there.
Yeah.
But it's got the two of the greatest female performances of the year, Miss Piggy and Lisbeth Salander, two iconic females right there.
Good choice.
My Week with Marilyn, of course. Michelle Williams got an Oscar nomination for that one. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, really good film. Gary Oldman performance, Cold War thriller. And Hugo, there it is. You can't see it in 3D at home, but it's still pretty awesome.
All right, so for all you lucky people that want to try and win some of these, we got a prize pack of Oscar-nominated DVDs and Blu-rays to give away to the top 10 winners right now for a chance to win the 4-pack of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, My Week with Marilyn, Hugo, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Follow us at VH1, tweet us the buzzword Oscar, and add the hashtag VH1Buzz. As always, official rules apply. Josh, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have more with the cast of The Hunger Games on tomorrow's show, so make sure you come back for that. And for all of Josh's movie coverage, log on to afterhours.mtv.com. But don't move right now, because we've got a whole lot more buzz coming up.
Lowering the cost of your car insurance can be a real challenge if you don't have a perfect driving record. But at The General, we specialize in helping drivers with tickets and accidents to get insured and stay insured for as little as $39 a month. Just go to thegeneral.com or give us a call for a free quote. At The General, we have lots of discounts to save you money.
And you'll get instant proof of insurance. For a great low rate you can get online, go to The General and save some time.
Oh, I love that dress, but $130?
That's why I go to Burlington. I got the exact same dress for $50, plus these brand name shoes, this adorable dress for Sarah, and this outfit for Nick.
All that for $130?
With enough left to see what's new at Burlington.
Nice bag, but $95?
I got the exact same designer bag at Burlington for $43. Up to 65% off department store prices every day. Burlington, brag about it.
How would you like to put your troubles with the IRS behind you? If you owe back taxes, do not try negotiating with the IRS alone. The IRS can take advantage of taxpayers who don't know the law or collection procedures. Ameristar's team of enrolled agents, tax professionals, and CPAs with master degrees in taxation can go to work to protect you from paying too much. You'll get fast relief with Ameristar Tax Centers. Once the proper paperwork is filed, Ameristar will deal with the IRS directly, so you don't have to. Plus, Ameristar Tax Center is a certified member of the Tax Freedom Institute. We know your rights. We know the secrets to getting you maximum savings. Make the stress and headache of dealing with the IRS a thing of the past. Get real tax relief by calling for a free, no obligation consultation. The call is free, the consultation is free, and the feeling of relief is better than you can imagine.
Would you ever pick your style off a salon wall? Not in a million years. Inspired by all who challenge the same old thing, comes Gain Icy Fresh Fizz and other scents that are, like you, anything but ordinary.
Attention women taking Yaz, Yasmin, or Ocella. Reports show Yaz, Yasmin, and Ocella may increase a woman's risk of blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes. A 2011 FDA panel determined the warning label was inadequate. If you or a loved one suffered a blood clot, heart attack, stroke, or other serious injury while taking Yaz, Yasmin, or Ocella, call 1-800-BAD-DRUG for a free consultation. You may be entitled to compensation for your injuries. Call 1-800-BAD-DRUG now.
Now from Nivea, new Extended Moisture Body Lotion. Extremely dry skin can't hold you back. Uncover more touchable skin with a Nivea Breakthrough. The first 48-hour moisturizing relief formula with Hydra IQ and Pro Vitamin B5 in the light, non-greasy lotion. Love your skin. Show it. Share it. New Extended Moisture from Nivea. Touch and be touched. Now bring the world a touch closer. Join our Million Moments of Touch movement and be entered in Nivea's daily date night sweepstakes.
My name is Nicole, and I like to impress. Impress Press-On Manicure, the revolutionary new way to apply polish. Just peel off, press on, and pow. No drying, a killer shine. Impress Press-On Manicure.
Every baby should have the freedom to play their way. And Pampers Cruisers with 3-way fit helps them do it. They adapt at the waist, legs, and bottom with up to 12 hours of protection. Pampers, it's time to play.
Mr. Green?
Yeah.
Want my Downy Unstoppables? Laundry smells good for a long time.
Okay. Hey, kid.
No thanks, Moon Joe.
Yeah, I still got a sugar high. Welcome back. I want to give a big morning buzz thank you to Chris Jericho, Brian Moylan, Mark Israel. Thanks for the donuts. Josh Horowitz and Stevie Ryan for stopping by.
So good. Tomorrow on the show, Big Morning Buzz correspondent Dahani Jones talks about his trip to Afghanistan. Plus, we're making Mad Men-inspired cocktails.
I'm so excited. And former Dukes of Hazzard star John Schneider's going to be here. Come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and see what all the buzz is about.
Bye-bye.
Rocky relationships. You can't pick up a newspaper or a magazine without being reminded that love often leads to devastating breakups, secret love triangles, and marriage-ending affairs of the heart. Our love monogamy collection.
Now, I gotta show